Hey, what's going on, OGOPOGO? Back in Subsistence. Threw you for a loop, didn't I? Back at the old base. I just wanted to do a short video. I got all hopped up on gummies this weekend, and I spotted something, and it caught my eye, and so I ended up just doing a crap ton of testing, and I finally think I've wrapped my head around this food degradation thing. So we're gonna take a look at it, and most of you probably figured a lot of this out by now, but I figured I finally wrapped my head around it. I discovered some things, figured out exactly how this food degradation thing is working. So I thought I'd just do a quick video and show you what I discovered, and if it helps benefit those that are still haven't quite figured out how exactly it works. If it helps somebody out, then so be it. So we're gonna take some berries out. Now you see I got if you look at take a look at the stack that I've got in my inventory right now, it's about a little over 50%. These ones are a little under 50%. So if I add some in, it automatically knocks that timer down to the lowest, which was the ones we just added in. So if you eat a couple of them, they're all that same timer. But I'm going to pause it, and when it gets down to it ready to deteriorating, you'll see what happens. So I'll bring you right back. All right, so I added a few carrots into my inventory as well. Took them out of the fridge. Now, obviously, when it's in the fridge, it stops the timer like it does with the meat as well. So it pauses the timer. But watch the carrot here now. These started off, I took them out of this stack of 11. They were just around 20%, and it's just about ready to go. What happens is, as soon as that top one goes, any second now, there you go. See, it resets the timer for the remainder of the stack. The rest of the stack. So it's in your best interest when you're running around and you go to you need a berry or whatever, you got a small stack. It's best for you to just let that top one deteriorate. You're going to lose that fruit or veg, but it's going to reset the timer on the rest of the stacks. And when I went back and read the release notes, it's exactly what it says. And it's just, I wasn't able to wrap my head around it first. I was under the assumption that the newer ones just kept going to the bottom of the stack, and it was this year, you know what I mean? But I didn't realize that the entire stack took on whatever you added to it. And if you add a new one, like you pick up a new berry in the field and it's at this point, it's going to go to this timer. But all you got to do really is just let the stack, the top one, expire, and it's going to reset the timer on the rest of the stack, which is a benefit. And so that's what I've been doing the last since I discovered this. Now, my buddy Scallywag, he had mentioned to me about the reset, and I thought, I just had never seen it, like in my inventory. I'm running around and you're opening your inventory and stuff, and I just never had witnessed it. I'd never had had my eyes on things when that top one expired. See, there we go. Now the rest of this stack is got the full timer on it, which is a benefit. So it's better just to let that top one expire, and then you got some more time added on to the rest of your stack, which is definitely a benefit. Like I said, you lose that one, it's a sacrifice, but you gain it back by getting a bunch of extra time on these the other veg. Now, another thing I did too, and it took me a couple hours, but I was like I said, I was pretty hopped up on edibles anyway. So what I did was I sat there, and as soon as one expired and reset the timer, I'd hit my stopwatch on my phone, and I was timing everything. Now, I didn't get everything timed. Tomatoes, for some reason, give you 16 minutes. Kelp, berries, and carrots give you 15 minutes. I haven't tested everything else. But there was some talk, I think KJ had mentioned a couple times, and I kind of felt that way too. It seemed like kelp burned off a lot faster than the others, but it's right up there with the berries and the carrots. Now I've got some strawberries and stuff. And if I get some time before I finalize this video, I'll try to do some more testing. But you do get 15, that's real-time minutes, not in-game minutes, but real-time 15 minutes is what I got on my stopwatch when I calculated it from a brand new timer to expire. It was exactly 15 minutes for the berries, the carrots, and the kelp. And the tomatoes were 16 minutes. I haven't tried apples. I haven't tried the strawberries or potatoes and onion. What I may end up doing is taking some of these down to where I'm building in the new area and do some more testing. And during my episodes, I'll just kind of update you on what I've discovered and maybe make a little bit of a chart to post on the expiry times. But so far, it looks like just an average of 15 minutes real time for them to expire. So like I said, this is just something that I discovered. I was trying to wrap my head around exactly how it worked. I had the gist of it. It wasn't like I was clueless as to what was going on, but I had the wrong idea. I thought that, you know, your veg that you picked up went to the bottom of the pile, and eventually by the time it got to the top, I didn't realize that putting in a lower grade one, like if we got almost 3/4 in that, but if we take one and add one in, now both those end up going down to the 40% or whatever that one is that I tossed in. But it reverses if you let it expire. You let that top one expire, it's going to reset the timer for the entire stack that you got going. At least on small stacks. I haven't tried it on big stacks, but at least on the small stacks, that's how it works. I might even do a little bit of an experiment here and just kind of see. We got a stack of 100 carrots, so let's throw that in. Let's move those into the fridge. Now you notice when I moved that 3/4 timer stack into the fridge, it adapted to the lowest one in that stack. So it works, you know, even reverse into the fridge. Let's test something else out here too. Emma was having issues with the egg. Let's kind of keep an eye on things and see how fast those go down. Now, I don't know about you guys. I mentioned a couple episodes back, I was talking with Arpeggio on our stream as well. And we were talking about a possible update that had come out. I went to launch the game one day and it came up and said that I could launch when the update was finished. Newbie said that he had encountered that same thing. So maybe I'm wondering if there's a possibility that he just made a couple minor adjustments but didn't label it as 5907. Because to me, the timers seem to be slowing down just a touch. Not necessarily a great deal, but somewhat noticeable. Now, there's the rogues. But we're busy testing. We don't have time for them, guys. I'd love to go do it because I got the weapons on me in this profile. But yeah, so these are just some things that I've discovered. We'll kind of watch this for a second and see what happens. But I want to see on a big stack, once this top one expires, if the rest of the stack, it does indeed reset the timer for the whole thing. But so far, the eggs are no issue with the eggs. I know Emma, she was it's about the same distance. She went and took the eggs out of the fridge, and by the time she went to click to cook something. Let's try, do I got a couple steaks on me? Let's fry up a couple steak and eggs here. Yeah. So maybe he made a couple small tweaks. And like I said, just didn't label it as 5907. Which is a good thing. Let's put the eggs... Actually, you know what? Let's see if that works with the eggs too with it resetting. Okay, so this one's about to reset. Okay, so it reset that. So let's take half this stack. Put it back in the fridge. So now that stayed at full. Let's just eat a bunch of these and see. Yeah, it looks like the whole stack. Let's split it in half again. Yeah, it looks like the whole stack resets, even if it's a big stack. So that's a good thing. Let's see if it does the same with the eggs. So that's reset. Now, I swear I had 27 eggs in there, and now it went to 28 and reset. Oh no, 26. Sorry, it's just a little blurry on my screen. So 26. So it did. It lost one, but it reset the stack. So that's the way around it. Just let that top one expire and reset the timer on your stack. There you go. Like I said, quite sure most of you have figured that out by now, but I just wanted to do a short little video, and I came back in this profile because I had everything in the fridge and able to test it out. But I was down there in my other base and stood there by the fire pit all night, just counting and timing how fast these things would expire. And like I said, I'll take some potatoes and onion, some strawberry, and some apple and mushrooms, and just kind of see if it all averages out to about 15 minutes. But it was kind of weird that the tomato gave you 16 minutes as opposed to 15 minutes. I'll retime it. I might have screwed that up, but I'm pretty sure I was, as soon as it flipped over and got the new timer, then I'd hit my my stopwatch on my phone and stopped it as soon as it expired again. So that's what I got, with 16 minutes on the tomato. Anyways, that's going to do it, guys. Just wanted to throw that up. I hope it helps somebody. Just kind of helped me wrap my head around it once I figured it out. Like I said, Scallywag mentioned to me about resetting, and I thought, no, I've never seen anything reset, man. Every time if I lose one, it's always still that same timer underneath or whatnot, right? But I have my eyes I wasn't looking at it, close enough. I was just running around and eating a berry here, eating a berry there, so I just hadn't seen it reset. And the couple times that I did, I thought it was because it was something that was at the bottom of the stack. Like I misunderstood with the release notes how it worked. Anyways, hope that made sense. Hope it helps somebody, and at least we got a way to work around some of this stuff now. It's kind of nice to be able to get that timer back to full. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks very much. Hope you kind of made sense of what I was trying to get across there, but I know I can fumble with words and stuff sometimes. But anyways, that's going to do it. As usual, just be safe, look after each other, and we'll see you on the next episode. Take it easy.